Hi, welcome back to this channel. It's so good to have you here. It's always a pleasure for you to be here and learn with us and explore life with us. It is amazing. Brenda Bisikwa is my name, and today we are going to talk about the three essentials, or what we can call the fundamentals of personal finance. Today we are going to talk about the three core essentials of personal finance. We are going to talk about the fundamentals, those important things that you must have in check or that you must constantly be working on when it comes to your personal finances. I know that there's a lot of information out there about finances. I know that a lot has been said and you've probably heard so much. But just like any other field or anything else that is important in life, you'll find that even with finances, there are principles, there are fundamentals that govern it. What we can call, should I say yardstick? Like the important fundamentals and essentials that should be put in practice, or anyone that says they are on a journey of personal finance should be practicing. And that is what we are going to look at today, because I know that when it comes to finances, a lot of us struggle around consistency, struggle around information, struggle around the diligence about finances. Like there's a desire, but a lot of us really struggle with getting to what we actually want when it comes to our finances. And even as we go through these essentials today, one of the things that I need you to understand about these essentials is that they are not essentials for when you have a lot of money. They are not essentials for a certain perfect time. They are essentials that should be started on immediately. They are practices. They are like capacity that you're building. Without them, it doesn't matter how much you budget. It doesn't matter how much you do what. They are the core that hold the whole place of personal finance management. So the first one is getting the money or earning the money. When it comes to money, the majority of the people make it through working for it. Either it is a business, or they are employed somewhere, or they are doing contractual work for an entity, or they are going somewhere to provide a service. So majority of the people make money by offering a service or providing a solution, and then they are paid for their work. Even if you're doing a business, even if you're being employed, you find that there is something you're taking there, and then the person or the entity will pay you for what you're doing. And that is what we call earning or getting the money. A very small percentage of people in the world, maybe people that come from royal families, people that have married into wealth, there's people that have gotten money that way, but it is a small percentage. The average person wakes up in the morning to go to work and actually make the money. And that is one of the fundamentals of personal finance, that before we even start talking about saving, that before we even start talking about investing, there is a place of first getting the money, and that involves going somewhere to provide a solution, going somewhere to give a service, and then you expect something in return. And the money is paid either daily, it is paid weekly, it is paid monthly, it is paid annually. In whichever frequency the money is paid, it is that you are going somewhere, providing a solution, and then earning money. One of the definitions of money that I like is the definition that says money is a reward for solving problems. So you find that when you go to solve the problem, the more problems you solve, the more money you will earn. So a lot of the times our money is directly correlated to the problems that we are solving. So money is really a reward for solving problems, and we get it through going out there and giving a service, providing a solution for someone, and then they are able to pay us. So that is the number one fundamental or essential when it comes to making money, that we cannot start speaking money when we don't have it. And earning or getting money is the primary way for making the money. And then we can go into the second essential or fundamental. The second essential or fundamental of personal finance management is keeping the money, or what we can call saving. So saving is that you make a decision to keep a percentage of the money that you've earned for yourself. You pay yourself first. It is what we call paying yourself first. Your entity pays you where you've gone to solve the problem, which was number one, getting the money. And then after you've gotten the money, the second fundamental is that on each money that you've gotten, you decide to pay yourself first. You decide to keep a percentage of this money for yourself. If the money comes and it is 100 million, you get a minimum 20%, put it aside. If it is 10 million, 20%, put it aside. If it is 1 million, 20%, put it aside, or even more. But usually in the financial literacy spaces, the recommended percentage is 20%. Although I have seen many people that do 10%, 30%, 40%, depending on their personal finances and how they manage the money. But it comes down to the fact that when it comes to money, you must keep a percentage of the money for yourself. And that is what we call saving or keeping the money. If you're not saving and keeping the money and just spending all of it, it means you earned nothing. If I give you 1 million shillings and you spend 1 million shillings, you cannot tell me you made 1 million shillings, because when I gave it to you, you gave it away to other people. You gave it away to rent. You gave it away to your landlord through rent. You gave it away to water. You gave it away. So you don't have it. So the real money that you have, that is yours, is the one that you decide to keep for yourself, for future investments. That is the real money that you can say you have. That is your real money. Everything else that you earn and give away into bills, into expenses, is not really your money. So that is the second essential of personal finance. The third essential of personal finance is growing it, or what we can call multiplying the money or investing it, whatever you can call it. So remember, we said the first essential is getting the money, which is earning. The second essential is keeping the money, which is saving. And the third essential is growing the money, which is multiplication and which is investing. And you will ask, why is investing the third essential? It is the third essential because we can only invest money that we have. And we can only have money that we've saved. And we can only save money that we've earned. You understand? So that is how the three correlate. That after you've earned it, you're able to keep it, and then you're able to grow it. And now, growing it is when you decide that I will get the money that I have been keeping and then put it in spaces that go beyond just normal keeping, where it will grow at certain percentages. I will put the money in a unit trust fund. I will put the money in a fixed deposit. I will put the money in a bond. I will invest it with friends. I will invest it in a business or anything where it will grow beyond just me keeping it, maybe on a bank account without any form of investment on it whatsoever. So that is really what growing and multiplying the money is about. It's about this. It's about making an intentional decision to put the money that you've saved in places where it can grow and multiply, such that it's making for you interest, which we can also call a passive, income. So if you are on your journey of personal finance management and you are wondering where to start from, Start with these 3 fundamentals. Have a percentage of money that you put away for saving, and after you have saved, when the money has accumulated to a very small magnitude, don't wait for the money to be a lot. For as long as it has accumulated, start looking for investments that you can put. In Uganda, there are investments for as low as 100,000 Uganda shillings. You can invest the money in unit trust funds, in many of these spaces. So explore the different investments. Don't first wait for the money to become 100 million, to become a billion, to become a trillion, and then you can start investing or multiplying it. So you'll find that the 3 fundamentals keep speaking into each other. You earn, you keep, you grow, you earn, you keep, you grow. At many different moments, you will be doing any of the 3 or even all of them at once. But without them, then it becomes very complicated to speak personal finance management. So let's get this in order when it comes to our personal finances. When it comes to your money management plan, have a percentage for saving, then start seeking out investments where you can put the money. Do not hold yourself back, because we need to grow our finances. We need to grow on this journey, and this is the only way it's going to work, primarily when it comes to personal finance management. And then you can choose to grow it from there. We can look at budgeting and everything else that comes with personal finance management. But all the others surround themselves around the 3 cores around these 3 essentials. So those are the 3 core essentials of personal finance, and we are going to end here for today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.